Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Right now we have 14 students here at Coconut Avenue in Central Islip, building and raising the walls on a brand new house for a new family. So it's very exciting for these kids. Some of these kids have never been on a build before. They've never seen a hammer or a screwdriver. So for them, this is an amazing experience. Most schools have Key Club or they have another service club. We're one of the few schools that actually has a dedicated Habitat for Humanity Club.
Today is the start of our annual Student Build project. It's probably about the 20th house that we are working on with the students. This is a project that when I started 12 years ago with Habitat, we had about 8 schools that participated in it. They really weren't into that fundraising mode. They were just going to come out and build. But as fundraising has kind of dropped off and we've really needed their help with the funding of the building materials, they have stepped up to the plate. We ask that the students raise on a minimum level of $1,000. That will give them a building day. So for Connetquot High School to have raised $10,000, they'll probably receive about 6 to 8 building days on this house.
In September, the Habitat for Humanity Club decided that we wanted to do something that would really benefit the community. So along with Mr. Wilans, our advisor, we decided that we were going to do a 5K run. Little did we know that we would raise $11,000 at the run, but we're here today and we're happy to help out the family in need.
My dad was really proud because he lost his home in a hurricane, so he was like, oh, he was so excited when he found out I was vice president. So, and my mom was, they were really happy for me. They thought it was a great idea, and it's a great way to help back at the community.
Yeah, we met the family. They seem like a really nice group of people. We're really happy to help them out. They're actually working over there on the build site right now. It's great to work alongside them because they tell you, what their experiences are, how they got here, what they expect of you, and how much you're helping them out.
In today's economy, it's very tough. It's nearly impossible to own a home. So this is just a blessing. It's a blessing from above. I'm accustomed to doing community service every now and again. You should always give back to your community. So it's really not much to me.
Well, it was mostly for my mom because she's disabled. I had to work at a very young age to support my family, my mom, because at the time my dad wasn't around. So I thought different, My mind wasn't as, let me just hang out. It's, my mom was up there and I was like, you know what? This is not what I want. I want to own a home. I want to have my own car. So here I am.
The families have 270 hours of what we call sweat equity. They don't have a financial down payment. They have a down payment of really hard work. They come out and they work alongside the volunteers. Usually it's on Saturdays, but Cassandra and her brother are here today with us.
I'm a AmeriCorps construction supervisor. So what I do is I check to make sure 2 things. One, that the volunteers are having a good time and also being safe. And the other thing is to make sure that what they're doing is actually being done right, and so that at the end of the day we can say that yes, this is a high quality product that we're giving the homeowner that's going to be living here. It's part of the fun too. I mean, you're taking people who a lot of people have never even swung a hammer whenever they come on site, and I mean you're trying to get them to actually be, I wouldn't say professional, but semi-professional by the end of the day. So it's always a challenge, but it's always a nice challenge. You're helping people both help themselves, and you're also helping the community at the same time. So it's a great thing.
It feels a lot better to raise these walls than to raise another wall that you would have just been hired to build a house. This one you get to know the homeowner, you work with people that really want to build something, and it's not a job. So it makes me feel a lot better with it. The students haven't done this kind of thing before, so what we try to do is just make it as safe as possible. The more hands on site, the better, the safer it's going to be. So when they lift up, they want to lift up using just their back. They want to use their knees and legs to lift the wall up. And with enough people, they lift it to their waist, and then they'll be able to lift it further up, just with numbers count in lifting a couple of 100-pound wall. There's no power tools on site, and it's not needed because everybody says, oh, where are the nail guns? The nail guns are right here. That's what they use. So there's enough people to swing hammers, and it'll be a much safer site not using nail guns. driving a nail in the perfect way, it certainly makes them feel better.
Every time you hear about basketball players, pro players, when they get that big contract, the first thing they do is buy a house for their mom. So you don't have to get the big NBA contract, right?
This just goes to show it. This just goes to show it. Depending on your situation, your circumstance, this is what you should do. I mean, for your mother, you should always go above and beyond, I feel. Here's for you, Mom. This is all for you because we love you.